Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. GT4 Fixed Series time here at Sebring International Raceway.
Thanks, it is clear. Don't cross the
Going out for qualifying. Yeah, second attempt at that slid on the first lap, so, or the out lap at least, pull tires, so that's why I have the 2X, and can only get one shot at a lap, so we'll try to make the most of it, see what we can do. Not a crazy strong field, 1600, but for me, given that I'm a 1500 and for number 19, that's actually not all that terrible, really. So 27 in total, I believe, can be absolute chaos. I almost wonder if qualifying's not the way to go because people tend to be advanced like crazy, especially here. How wide the front stretch is going into turn one, so. No idea what the pace is going to be like. I'm assuming probably 210s are necessary, possibly even 209s to get towards the front, so we'll see if we can get anywhere near that. All-time best is a 211.782, which is a far cry from what the optimal was. So we'll see what we can do. Slaps, feeling much better. Like I said, I'm only going to get one attempt at it, but make the most of it. Clean it up. We know I'm terrible at road racing, so not a big deal overall. Just out here to have some fun, get back into it. It's been a while since I've done one of these. And I remember having fun in the GT4 car, so when I saw Sebring, decided to do it because I've run a few other races here. So at least kind of familiar with the track layout itself, not having to question where the track's going. I have to, still learn how to drive it in this car, and I feel like I definitely do not drive the track really quick, but thought it'd be a fun one to do, so try to get the run here out of 17, excuse me. Not a great 17, but we'll make the most of it, and we're gonna try to lay down the best lap that we can here. Turn one here, I really keep screwing up. I either way underdrive it or way overdrive it. Just cannot seem to get it figured out. Like I said, if I can get anywhere near that 211.7, I'll be really happy with that. Trending closer to that, which is not good, but I'll do what I can. Try to pick some time up out of there. It's usually one that I've been turning in too early, which is a bad habit of mine that I need to work on if I want to be faster. Probably taking the corners a bit too slow at times. I'd rather give up a couple tenths, taking them slower, get through the lap cleanly, than go the other direction. So we're looking at 212s right now. Way overshot that corner.
Has just done it. 211.
Got on the throttle a bit too hard.
Campbell, 210.69.
There's the 210s. Alright, well, we'll be much further back because I really screwed up this back section of the course. We'll try to have some fun with it. The car settle across the bumps. Pick up the throttle. And see how far this is going to put us in the back. 18th.
The 18th, that puts you 2.1 off the pace. That lap time was 212.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
212.83.
Biggest thing for me is just going to be keeping it clean, avoiding chaos. I can do do that, I'll have a shot at picking up some spots because it's still D-Class series. Guys are gonna wreck, they're gonna go all over the place. Happens all the time. Just staying out here to grab
That's the end of the
a little bit
session.
more practice.
P18.
Alright, so we did stay 18th. Like I said, wow, 23 putting up a really good lap, 14. A lot of guys out qualifying themselves. One actually is right by us, and we've got 3 cars that are close. The 27 and the 20 also. So a couple guys that didn't qualify that could potentially be fast, the 6 and the 9. But yeah, we'll try to see what we can do. Grab a refresh of paints. Looks like there's a healthy mix of cars so far. 2 Astons, Beamer, a Mercedes. Wait and see what else is gonna be in the top 5 to start. A couple McLarens. Gonna go back quite a bit to get back to the first Porsche. So, but we'll get in our car, see what we can do. Guess bright side is we're further back to avoid some of the chaos that will happen off the start. Biggest goal is sadly
Good luck, everyone.
to not get hit on the pace lap. Pace laps in road racing are just scary, scary things. I don't know why nobody in these series can pace without making contact with each other, but it's not really a thing for some stupid reason. So
15 minutes. You'll need
I
to get
just
on
want to
with
get to the
this.
pace lap to start
18th.
without any contact, and then from there we can set our sights on, you know, something better.
Follow Jordan in the right lane.
I mean, we out qualified where we're supposed to, so yeah, I can't expect a ton more based on what iRacing expects me to do, but I would love to see if I can try to work my way towards top 10, top 15, something like that. Wouldn't be bad. Would assume a top 15, even potentially gain me some iRacing. I guess it depends on, obviously, who finishes where. And see if we can try to keep it clean, not make any mistakes, you know, getting on the throttle too hard coming out of the corner, spinning around, or big thing for me is getting on curbing. There's the pacing stuff. I don't know why. I know some of these corners are a bit tighter too wide, but it checks up really bad for no reason. Just taking it easy. I guarantee you there's going to be wrecks all throughout the first lap, so plenty of time to tighten back up to everybody. But yeah, I would assume 15 would gain me some high rating, assuming that, you know, not every single person behind me was able to finish up. There's one person around. So I don't know if that'll count as a spot or we'll have to get them back, but that's that's pacing in road series for some stupid reason. I don't know why people have such an issue pacing in road series. Like I said, I get some of the corners are tight here, but it's just, I don't think pacing's really that hard. I don't know, maybe it's because I come from an oval background where we do that on every single race, but yeah, I'd much prefer standing starts in a road than I would rolling starts. At least when it comes to my sanity and safety rating.
Your car's wrecked. Just tow.
You need to catch up to Jordan.
Should get 7 laps in likely. Doubt the leader's gonna be fast enough to get in 8. Could be in a 15-minute race. Didn't make any changes to the fixed setup, so I mean the only change in this series you can make is brake bias adjustment, and I did not do that at all. So. And the other big goal is to use this as the chance to work on not getting into the back of people when they're braking. Obviously done that a couple times in oval, so just trying to work on, you know, reference points and making sure I don't do that. So Yeah, we'll try to follow some of the faster cars up through. Got the 4-3 up ahead. 7's up here. Again, using the custom schemes for the custom numbers, so car numbers may or may not line up. I'll try my best to call them as I see them. One's also, I'm assuming, going to be pretty quick. So they're in the Martini Porsche. Alright, so pace car is going to be pulling off here soon. We are going to be rolling. And
okay,
Mayhem's going to be released. Like that.
Go!
We're going to
15
start.
minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go.
Just going to sit here. I think you got 3 wide because you got one person sending it all the way through. So we're just going to bail. So I get through turn 1. Avoid some of the wrecking. There goes somebody. That's the wrecks I was looking for.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Hart.
They putting a lot of trust in people. I think that was more the curbing be hitting than it was the 25. Well, sorted through the S's, I guess, kind of cleanly. It's a start. Almost 3 wide into that corner. So yeah, the 1 is trying to overcome a back qualifying effort, work his way up through the field.
You're down, yep.
The 26 was a bit unhappy with some of the moves of the 1. Just kind of staying back here for right now. Not really trying to make too many attempts. Just gotta sort this out. We'll have plenty of time to wreck each other. We'll work our way up through. Worried about the 6. He's looking a bit antsy. I really feel need to get him by. I will.
Yellow flag.
Alright, we got 1 wreck up ahead somewhere. Not seeing it right now,
Come
so
on.
there's 1 around. That was 10 for 4th place. There's another one. Now the 6 is going to look to our right, so I'm just going to rail early. Let him go.
That was close, Scott.
Get him on by. And we'll just follow in behind him. We'll see where we've sorted out after this. 25 had an issue there, so we clear him.
Okay, Jake. Don't think about the outside.
Just
Just
to 14.
P14.
So, already inside that top 15. And I think you're going to have more wrecks, so I don't see why top 10's unreasonable.
Like really early, I just got hit from behind. Because otherwise I would have hit the ass in the head.
There's more people coming on the track. I feel like I'm in a Mazda race with fancier cars, basically, with all the people that go off the track, especially in these big fields. Really not even feeling like I can run my normal lap in terms of braking points and watching more what everybody else is doing and braking early. But it's working out so far. Should be up to 13th. Another 1 wide. It's the 4.
Looks like P5's gone off in Tower.
There's another car. Side. That was the 23. Top 10. Insights. Just gonna let the 4 gather himself back up, stay behind him. 6 is working his way up through the field. I am feeling pretty happy with where I'm at right now.
Sorry for the dialogue,
16 who's gonna try to grab a toe off of us. See how close he gets by the end of the straight. Just kind of lost the 4 a little bit. closes in on us there through 17. I had a terrible 17. So I think we should be 12th now.
Stay on it, keep digging. B12.
Let him go on the inside.
Come on, Jake. Keep pushing. We might get him back.
Basically, some of these people that look like they want to go faster, I'm going to let them go because otherwise they're
You've got 10
probably
minutes
not
left,
going to be
10
clean
minutes
enough
go.
to avoid me. And I'd rather drop one spot than drop a bunch because I got wrecked. And if they're crazy, they could end up wrecking themselves. Now's the point where I think we're starting to sort out on pace. Yeah, I don't know if a top 10 is possible. We're back to 13th, but certainly going to do what I can. About 9.5 minutes left to go.
The gap to James behind is now
Just
0.8.
not getting into the corners very well, that's right. I'm losing time off the corner, which tells me that I'm likely not getting into the corner very well.
There's an incident.
Is that 2 cars off? Yep.
Really just put it.
Sorry about the language. Guys getting real angry with other people's driving, so
Nice rejoin.
should put us into 10th.
Sector 2 is
Thanks
0.7
for
off the
watching my
pace.
race. Really nice.
Got a decent gap back to the 24. He's almost a second behind. We're almost a second behind the 16 as well. Haven't really even felt like I got to run a very good lap yet. This is the most wide open lap I feel like I've been able to run, and you can see how much quicker it is without me even driving it all that well. Terrible 17. Terrible corner. You can see how much time I'm losing out of the corner. Thankfully the 24 didn't have a great corner, otherwise he would have been much closer behind us.
B11, that's the fastest lap.
Alright, trying to pull away from 24 a little bit just so that I can have a shot at possibly catching up to the 4. 16 was able to get by him, the 4 is trying to get back. Trying to tighten up to these two. 26 is able to gap them. He's got about 2 seconds on them. We've got about 2 on the 24, so come from behind and not have to worry about
Jake, you're halfway
24
home. Your fuel is fine.
dive bombing us into the corner. There's my almost early entry. Avoid the off track. Allows the 16 and 4 to pull away. And we are 11, sorry. Thought we were 10th. Just outside of the top 10. This is still, I'd be perfectly fine with this right now. Perfectly fine with this. But too much curb. But he's kind of starting to sort it out up front a little bit. There's still plenty of time for people to overdrive it and get into others. 16, nice launch off the curb there. 24's picked up a couple tenths since the start of the lap, but still almost 2 seconds back. Slow a little bit sooner to get a little bit of a better run out of the corner. Much better compared to the last lap. Actually able to pick up a couple tenths on the 24.
Real 210.56. That's your quickest lap.
Starting to pull away from the 4. Kind of just hanging with the 4 right now. Got smoke up ahead. 2 cars off the track. More free spots. That was the 1 and the 18.
Philip, you're so dumb and stupid. Put somebody else.
Like I said, early entries are my Achilles heel right now. Did it again, but free spots are good spots. Free spots are good spots right now.
Left. Okay, Jake, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take a lap.
Just not getting out of the corners very well.
Right, so you've got.
I think I need to back the braking points up a little bit. Sadly, we're still running ahead of my fastest lap, which is not all that quick, but right now it doesn't seem to be mattering all that much. There goes the 16. I think he just overdrove the entry. I don't think the 4 got into him. Alright, 4 is going to start pulling away. Got 3 seconds on the 24, so kind of starting to fall into our little bubble now. It's just not going to bother me. We're likely going to get 2 more laps.
Push, push, push. We can catch this car.
One second behind the 4. Across the line. Up to 8th.
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 times quick.
I will take 8th right now. Gladly take 8th right now. Overshot that corner. Able to recover at least. Thank you for such a big gap back to the, well, now the 9 was the 24. That allows me to make these mistakes without having somebody all over my back bumper. It was still almost too early of an entry, but you can see how much time I've been able to gain by apexing better.
There's an incident in Cunningham. We think it might be Campbell.
Shot that corner. Gotta get back to being smooth. Not trying quite so hard. Realistically, I don't have the pace to pick up any more spots, so now it's all just about minimizing the risk of me making a mistake and falling back. I don't think a top 5 is going to happen with the 26 being almost 5 seconds ahead. And I'm not even catching either one of the cars in front. Way too much time
2 minutes to go.
in this sector. Way too much time in this sector. 12's trying to break. Draft to the 4. Terrible entry into the corner. See how much time I'm losing out of the corner. White flag out. Just gonna have to watch for contact up ahead.
White flag, 1 more lap. Lap times are improving.
Alright, see if we can run the fastest lap of the race, which should not be the case, but it's because I'm still trying to learn everything. Ford was able to get by the 12. 12 is still almost a second and a half ahead of us. He's gonna hunt the 4 down. Try not to overshoot corners this lap. See how much of a difference it's made. Closing in on the 12 a little bit. Don't think there's enough time left to do anything. Yeah, I just don't think. I think if we had another lap, possibly. It's not quite there, and I don't want to bandside in this corner. Driven a clean race up to this point, no reason to do something stupid now. I know it'll be helped of the draft, but I'm gonna run my first 210 lap. Looks like we will.
Turn one. Yellow flag.
Just barely. I'll take that. That was a good way to finish it.
8th place. Okay.
Get out here and park.
Drive.
I will gladly take 8th after being car number 19, starting 18th. I really didn't do any of it based on pace. It was all just on avoiding wrecks, but I will completely take that. Get the overlays off and then take a look at everything that happened. There's probably going to be quite a bit to look at. Alright, so we didn't even see the incident that happened. Pace, I want to see. I want to see
Florian, what are you doing?
how they wrecked under pacing. Let's look at it from here. Remember where it happened. It's up here. Okay.
Did you win, Schmidt?
So we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna see one car end up off the track. Alright, let's jump ahead to who that was. 17. How did he end up? Oh, he's trying to catch back up. Then he jams on the brakes and has to dodge the 12. And just gets pounded. Who pounded him? There's the brakes. That is the 26 that pounds him. Let's rewind this back a little bit. 26 trying to catch up. So there's where the 17 jumps on the brakes. 26 doesn't quite catch up and just sends him around. Yeah, that was crazy. Alright, so there's the 17 turned around. Alright, so now we're under green. Here's the 3. Gets himself loose. Spins off to the inside. 2's going to attempt to move on the inside of the 14. A little bit of contact there between him and the 14. 10's getting in the back of someone. Clips the curb, goes around. You know how easy that is to do. I've done that. That's just off track that turns into a spin. Brutal spin there. Just 13 went around. 11's going to get the curbing. Gets loose trying to avoid the 10. Goes off to the other side of the track. 23 off the track. Yeah, it's these cars just for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe I drive them wrong. They feel like they're really sensitive if you hit the curbing or the grass the wrong way. 26 tags. 27. 27 goes for a 4-wheel slide. Then comes across the track, drills the 6. Yeah, let's watch this again. The 6, I don't know how he's supposed to avoid that one. That's just a crap break for him. There's the 13 going off track, and then go into the inside tire barrier. There is the 1 on the inside of the 18. 18 gets a little loose off the curb, drills the 1. Pushes him for a good bit of the track. Off the track. Yeah, that's really cool. Like, never tried to brake or release from 25, got on the throttle too hard, boots it around. I've done that in practice plenty. 7. Trying to avoid 25. 25 just pulls right across the track. I think that was the rejoin they were yelling about on the radio. There goes 16. Way, way over entering that. Is he going to do it again here? No, he's going to get the inside wall. Nice. 10 dives to the inside of the 6. A little bit of netcode. Here's the 11 getting just the right sides off the track and going for a bit of a slide on entry. 16. Going to go for a spin around off the track. Road. 1 dives to the inside of 21. Just drives right into his right side door. Not going to put that on the 21. 3, put him off the track. This is the end of the race. Okay, so the 11. There we go. All right, we're just gonna call that the end of the race. Take a look at the results. Should be fairly decent, I would hope. It's actually a lot of fun. Second split of 3, it looks like 1660 strength field. So far and away, not even close to getting to that top split. I got a long, long way to go to get there, but we're making progress. A little bit of safety rating gain, 0.14. Hopefully, a couple more clean races should get me above 3.0. And somewhat of a decent amount of iRating gain, 49, so just under 1600 was, let's see, not quite the fastest, looks like 210.692 your quick lap, 844, so looks like fourth fastest lap, which sadly again came at the end of the race. Thank you partially to the draft of the 12, but yeah, it's actually pretty fun, really. Again, just kept it clean. You can see front guys kind of did that, and a few of us around us were able to do that move up, so not bad. So we will take it and move on.